What's up, everybody? I'm B-True, and today I got a video that a lot of people have been asking for, and that is, finally, a ninja spotlight for Jinpachi. Okay, so, first we're going to take a look at his stats, his skills, what makes him a good ninja, and then we're going to go over some good synergies. Okay, so first off, we got him at red +4. So, at red +4, he's got an 1800 life growth. It's actually pretty good. That's a really good life growth right there. So Sasori, who's more of a support character, he's got like the 1900 up there. Main character's got 1900. 1800, not bad for a pseudo tanky support damage guy. He kind of, I don't know, he doesn't like, he's more support than anything, to be honest, because of his kit. So we'll take a look and I'll show you why that is. His attack growth, almost 1200, pretty decent. His defense growth, 1300. That's pretty good for defense for not being a really tanky character or a tank style character. And then we're actually going to take a look at what's going to make that even better for him. Ninjutsu, 1400. That's pretty good. But again, like I said, he's not so much for the damage as he is the support. And then resistance, 1000. Kind of low, but not bad there. His mystery is actually really strong, can be used in a lot of different scenarios. So it uses one technique point, and we'll talk about his technique points in a minute. To use the skill, no cost, no battlefield cooldown, and only a 1-round cooldown. Meaning you can use this every turn once you start using it. So uses one technique point, causes fire attribute damage and ignition to the opponent's entire lineup. Meaning if there are 9 characters there, he's going to hit all 9 of them and cause ignition, which is really good against these healing teams because you can ignite their entire team, which definitely helps out you there. His passive then attacks the opponent's units in the front row, has a given chance of causing repulse, nothing special. His chase, explosive slash. Chases and attacks a knockdown unit, causes repulse, and ignition can be triggered 2 times every round. So his chase also has an ignition on it, and it can be triggered twice, which is helpful for getting long combos. Fierce and Brutal is passive. Before the first action in a round, up to 2 Edo Tensei units from your lineup will get an extra standard attack. Moreover, these units will have 1 layer of debuff canceled. Now, this is really what makes him a strong support character, an Edo Tensei support character. If you only have him and 1 other Edo Tensei ninja in your lineup, you're guaranteed to give him and that other character an extra standard attack plus cancel layer debuffs. If you have 3 like this lineup right here, it's kind of random who's going to give them to. Sometimes he gives them to him, sometimes he gives them to the other character. It's all random there. But canceling a layer of debuffs is always helpful, and then especially certain Edo Tensei characters really do well with extra standard attacks, so giving them a second extra standard attack is really good for them there. So he gets the support of canceling debuffs and the offensive support of giving them an extra standard attack. Then his last passive here, at the beginning of a battle, this unit has 3 technique points. A maximum of 3 technique points can be stacked up. This unit will have its defense increased by 40% for every technique point stacked up. Meaning, when you start the fight, he actually has an additional 120% defense. So right now, his defense in this lineup is 8,500. Meaning, I'm not going to do the math because I will screw that up, but 120% of that, a little bit over double. So we're looking at 1,700, probably about 18,000 defense right there, just to start the fight. So that's really strong. He's actually really tanky when he starts. However, as you use your mystery, he is going to lose that defensive tankiness. So you do have to keep that in mind. Also, he does not have a way to get technique points back. Meaning, unless you have Mangetsu in your lineup who can give extra technique points, once you use his mystery 3 times, it's gone. And he loses all that defense, so he gets less tanky, okay? But, I mean, it's a pretty good trade-off, because generally you're not using him as a tank, and being able to ignite an entire team for 3 rounds if they don't have any immunity is really strong. So, all right, so there we go. That is Jinpachi. Let's take a look at, here we go. Let's go to the arena. Take a look at what some of the lineups that actually he can do the best with. Okay, so this is the most standard lineup. If you watched my Kushimaru lineup yesterday, you will see this is the lineup that I used for Kushimaru. This is the best lineup for Kushimaru. It's also one of the best lineups for Jinpachi. Okay, in this one, you're basically all buffing Kushimaru. Now, one of the things that you can do to change this lineup, you can put in Ito Datara. Almost the same thing. You might want to cover up Itadata because if Itadata dies, basically this lineup is done. So what you could do is you could put like Sasori in front of Itadata to kind of have him covered up, and then put maybe Jinpachi like there. You know, keep Itadata a second, and then have something like this. However, something that I think would be a pretty good lineup here would be Shark Kisame. Now, with Shark Kisame, what ends up happening? Now, I don't think it would be best to use him with the Lightning Mane. Generally, Lightning Mane and Jinpachi go really well together because of the Root of the Warrior. But in this lineup, you only have 2 Sword Ninjas. But again, it's kind of up to you depending on what lineup you're going to use. In this lineup, because you only have 2 Ito Tensei Ninja, Jinpachi is going to always give Itadata the extra standard attack, okay? Which, again, with Itadata is really important. Being able to get off that extra standard attack every turn is really, really good. And then having Shark Kisame in front of him, just because Shark Kisame is a really strong synergy with Itadata, and he's a great tank. So you got really good tank there. Decent tank here to start with. You've got the Ignition. You've got Ignition with him after a couple rounds. So that all works out pretty well. Another thing that you can do, if we put in Mangetsu, okay, so we get rid of, let's say, Ito Tensei, him, and then who would be another good character? You could actually throw in Gengetsu. Wouldn't be terrible, but Kushimaru as well. So with a lineup like this, you throw in there. With Root of the Warrior, these three would be immune, and then Mangetsu actually, because he greatly increases the evasion rate of hidden mist units for 2 rounds, that he basically makes this whole team dodge except for your Lightning Mane, which is also really powerful there. So, and Mangetsu is able to he's able to give Jinpachi an extra standard, or to give him more technique points, so he's able to continue using that attack. And because Kushimaru gives himself enough technique points, you only really ever need to use Mangetsu on Jinpachi. So this would also be a pretty good team right here. Jinpachi, for the most part, you want to load him up with as many, here we go, Ito Tensei Ninja as possible. So Gengetsu is a really strong ninja. He's going to be good with him there. Ito Tensei Datara, like I said, he synergizes super well with Jinpachi because of the extra standard attacks. Let's see here. Ito Tensei Zabuza would be another one who has a really strong standard attack, who giving him extra standard attacks is going to be pretty helpful. Those are pretty much the characters in here that you really want to focus on. Like Akushimaru, Datara, you could buff Ito Tensei Zabuza, or someone like Gengetsu who has the reset on his what's it called? Or not the reset, but he lowers the cooldown on his standard attack, so giving him extra standard attacks is also really powerful. So if you're going to go with a lineup with Jinpachi, basically you want to have like either Kushimaru, Ito Tensei Datara, Gengetsu, somebody who is a strong attack damage carry with a really good standard attack. So what I'm actually going to do is, let's try out this team right here. So I'm going to... So that's good, that's good. What does he chase? He chases Repulse to Knockdown. He also chases Repulse to Knockdown. And he chases Knockdown to Repulse. So that's actually perfect. So we'll stick with that, and then that. We'll give them the lifesteal. And then I honestly, you don't really need Root of the Warrior with this team because of the dodge that you get. So what you can really do, so I'm going to put him there. Mangetsu attacks a random unit, so there's not a lot we could do with that. So let's go with Bloodthirsty Demon. The reason I'm going with Bloodthirsty Demon is because for the first 2 rounds, you can either have everybody immune, or with Mangetsu, they dodge a lot. So I'm going to try out this lineup, and we're going to see how this goes. I've actually never tried this lineup before. Generally with Jinpachi, like I said, I would always use... Okay, so first I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to Acupuncture Sasuke. And see, he dodged, which is amazing right there. And he quit. That's pretty cool, right? That's the main benefit of Mangetsu is that dodge, and people sometimes forget about that dodge, which is really, really helpful. That's the same team again. Okay, so this time I'm gonna retreat. Oh, he already retreated. Okay, so we'll wait like a minute or two here. But Mangetsu's dodge is really, really helpful because it's unexpected and people kind of forget about it sometimes. So with this lineup, we've got Kushimaru as our main damage source. We have the ability to keep giving Jinpachi technique points back, so we can continue to ignite people. You've got the dodge with that. You've got your lightning main with the bloodthirsty demon doing all the attacks with the acupuncture. This is a pretty decent team if we can actually get a good fight to show it off. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to ignite everybody here. Then I'm going to give Jinpachi a technique point back. Pretty nice, it's a pretty nice combo that we have. So Mangetsu, because Mangetsu attacks a random unit, it makes it a little bit less blitzy. Like, you could have a pretty decent blitz style team. So even the clone dodges, which is awesome. Gets that extra standard attack. So then those two are now acupunctured. The water main, or not acupunctured, immobilized. The water main's gonna die once we get off Jinpachi. Everybody just dodged. Look how awesome that is. And then we got Kushimaru wrecking people. And he gets to just keep attacking over and over. Actually didn't, yeah, so we'll use that on him. And there you go. So the next turn I can do everything all over again. And that's going to be game. I mean, that's a really strong team right there with the dodge from Mangetsu. I might actually like this team a little bit more than the Sasori one. Let's see if we can get one more fight just to test it out. But that went really, really well. I mean, almost the entire team. Actually, no, the entire team did dodge Roshi's mystery. We immobilized the water main. I mean, that was nice. That was really nice. And another thing that helps out is this team doesn't rely on a lot of buffs. So they quit right off the bat. Come on, can I get one more fight, please? So, like, Han doesn't really screw this team over because nobody's buffing anybody else. I don't think the dodge counts as a buff. I can't be 100% sure, but I don't think it counts as a buff. We have a really, and like I said, a really nice combo that we have there. Unfortunately, Killer Bee is immune. Okay, so we already hit Minato, right? Yeah, so I'm going to acupuncture him because the water main's going to heal Roshi. And then what we can do is we're going to use Kushimaru on the water main. So now she is immune, or I mean immobilized, so she can't heal. And Minato can't get off his mystery. Now, I'm pretty sure the water main is going to die. Hopefully she'll die next turn. Yeah, she will definitely die after that extra standard attack there. So then everybody's going to dodge this, maybe. Most of them dodged. we'll get off Kushimaru so that he is immobilized. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that. That's how it's done right there. We'll give him that extra technique point so he can ignite again. Now, the only problem with this is there isn't a ton of sustain with this team because of the only sustain we have is the lifesteal. So you can see we are actually slowly getting whittled down. But it's not going to matter because we do a lot of damage. Had this fight lasted any longer, and we would have had a little bit of an issue. So maybe Root of the Warrior is actually going to be a better choice for us. I think it will be, because even with the dodge, you still can get poisoned and ignited. So I think Root of the Warrior is going to be your best option for this team. But there you go. This is another really good team that I actually like with Jinpachi a lot. So a couple different ways that you can use Jinpachi. Like I said, Ito, Deidara, Gengetsu, Kushimaru, anybody that is a strong attack carry with really good standard attacks, pair up Jinpachi with him, let him give them the extra standard attacks, and there you go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what teams you guys are using with Jinpachi. I know you guys have been asking for Jinpachi for a while, but here we go, finally making the video. So I hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you for watching the whole way through the video. I really do appreciate it. See you guys in the next one, and peace.